Hey everybody, it's Roya. Today I was painting this painting, and as I often do, I was thinking about sublimation. That is a topic I contemplate a lot, and what I didn't know and I recently learned is that Freud came up with the idea of sublimation when he read about it in the Heinrich Heine poem, in which he describes a surgeon who had sadistic tendencies as a little kid. He would cut off parts of animals and enjoy it, but when he aged, he turned into a respected surgeon who sublimated that tendency to heal instead of wound. And I did not know that Freud came up with the idea when he read about it in Heinrich Heine poem. And obviously Freud would have thought that the deepest desire for us as biological species would be to procreate and sexual advancement, and ultimately the bottom line of every expressed sublimation would be the sexual sublimation of sexual needs and desires which are not appropriate to express in whatever structure of society one happened to be in. And obviously, it's the irony of talking about it while painting a nude painting is not lost on me. Freud would have had a field day with my paintings. But what I also think is that with art it's trickier. Also, he has this essay about sublimations with Leonardo da Vinci, which is well worth the read. And what I think it's additional twist in regards to arts generally is that it's not that straightforward like surgeon. It's something more complicated because the art is open for various interpretations usually, and the better the art, there's more depth to it, and there's more to interpret from various aspects when you encounter that art. So I think with drive to create artistic stuff, the sublimation thing would be a bit more complicated or trickier for even artists themselves to figure out. Like, for example, in my own case, I remember we had this session with my therapist, and he pointed out that I have this drive to paint people because of my early encounter with death of a loved one when I was a kid. And then this drive was planted in me to immortalize people in the pain format. And what I think is also happening is that, just like Freud said, dreams are sometimes wish fulfillment, that could also happen in artistic endeavors. Sometimes it's something like wish fulfillment. Like, I know when I miss a friend of mine and I know that I won't be able to see them anytime soon, I have this drive to paint them. When something tragic happens, I have this drive to paint them. Sometimes I'm joyous and I have this drive to paint them. So that's what I'm saying. With art stuff, it's kind of more multidimensional, but also in the case of deepest desire that you're sublimating, because that desire should be that deep and like burning to be sublimated. It's not like you skip lunch and you sublimate that to some other thing. It's supposed to be deeply driven from your deepest side of the psyche and manifest itself in channeling it into some other productive endeavor. That's the whole point of it. That is, it's supposed to turn into a productive endeavor. So yeah, of course, sexual desires are absolutely necessary for biological organism, but we built this whole complicated civilization on top of that. So another kind of deep desire might be one step further from that, but still the whole point is that it's cathartic. That's what it is, I think. And yeah, let's go paint.